Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jack here from I Collect Apple, and today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new MacBook Air, which was revealed at this year's WWDC keynote event. So here it is, the brand new mid-2012 MacBook Air. Now this is an 11-inch model, which comes with storage options of 64GB or 128GB, and the 13-inch model is also available, which comes with storage options of 256 and 512GB. Not certain on those numbers, but I know it's around there. And this model is the 11-inch 128GB, as I said, and this cost in the UK £929. I know over in the US it costs $1,099. Also in the 11-inch form is the 64GB, which costs $849 over here, and over in the US it is $999. So why did I buy this MacBook Air before I start? Because I currently have a early 2011 MacBook Pro. Now that computer is great, it's an amazing computer, but it's not exactly very portable. Now I wanted the new Retina MacBook Pro, but that is just so expensive, and I'm going to wait a while and wait for a second gen with maybe more size options, and you know, it's going to be cheaper eventually as flash storage gets more developed. But I decided to go for the MacBook Air as not a replacement, but as a second computer, because I really needed something more portable, and I wasn't worried about the size, so I was going to go for the 64GB, which is reasonably cheap. Well, nothing's cheap for Apple. But then I noticed that for £80 you could double your storage, so I went for that, and here it is. Now I'm going to compare the odd thing to the MacBook Pro in this video, but I'm mainly obviously going to review the MacBook Air. So before we start the Air itself, let's take a look at the actual box it comes in. So here we have it, the box. It's a very nice box. It's different from the MacBook Pro because it's the same as the MacBook Pro Retina display and the MacBook Air. They're the same because it's in the style of an iPad box, I'd relate it to. And the MacBook Pro, as you'll know, the standard MacBook Pro in 13 or 15 inch comes in a carry case box. So on the front we have a picture of the MacBook Air itself in all its glory, streamlined side view. On the bottom of the front we have MacBook Air written in black text. On the side down there we have a shiny Apple logo, and over here we have MacBook Air again. And on the back it's blank except for all my details of the device, and I don't want you seeing them, like my serial number. We take the lid off, and inside we have my wrappers that I'm very sad and I like to keep. And here we have space for the MagSafe cable, the charger, the wall adapter, the extension lead goes in there with it, and as you see falling out is our envelope with your goodies. So we have hello, which is a brief instruction guide about the MacBook Air and Lion. We're not going to go through that. You get the important product information guide and some Apple stickers as always. So here it is, the MacBook Air. We're going to go around it. It's obviously got the aluminium unibody enclosure. We have an Apple logo on the front like all Apple notebooks. Down the side we have our various ports. Now the first port up here is the MagSafe 2 connector. Here is a USB 3.0 port and a 3.5mm headphone jack, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a microphone there. Round the other side is a Thunderbolt port and a second USB 3.0 port. This obviously has no optical disk drive, and it has no SD card slot on the 11-inch model, but you get that on the 13-inch model. but I really needed portability, so I sacrificed the SD card slot. And on the bottom we have our pads for protecting the device when it's on the surface it's resting on, and we have some information about the actual device, not much, you know, like the recycling stuff. If we open it up, you can see many things about the MacBook Air. It has a full-size trackpad, which my MacBook Pro has a larger one, but it is still very nice on this MacBook Air. We have a full-size keyboard, and the only slight thing is the function buttons are actually smaller on this than the MacBook Pro. We have a power button, and I'll go where the disk drive is on the MacBook Pro, but I will go into that keyboard in more detail in a minute. We have the MacBook Air down there, and a 720p webcam at the top. Now that's one of the improved features of the mid-2012 model. We have this lovely silver edge to the screen, whereas on all the MacBook Pro models it is black. So now if we go into the keyboard, I'm just going to show you that it is full size, and there's the power button, same as the Retina MacBook Pro, which was adopted from this. So now we're going to have to do startup. Now this turns on for me in 13.3 seconds, whereas my MacBook Pro takes 56. So let's start this up. This model has it has 128 gigs of flash storage, which makes it so fast, and it also has look, there it is, of already all started up, and it has a Intel i5 processor. It has 4 GB of RAM, and that's about all I can recall from memory at the moment. But this obviously doesn't have a Retina display, that's only the Retina MacBook Pro, but hopefully one day we'll see Retina displays on the likes of the MacBook Air and the iMac. So as you can see, we have the gorgeous backlit keyboard up at the moment. Absolutely amazing speed. So now we're just going to see how quickly it launches Safari. And there we have it, Apple's start page. Power wise, this MacBook Air is pretty good. It runs almost as fast as my MacBook Pro. I think this has got a 1.7 GHz processor, whereas the MacBook Pro has a 2.3. They're both i5s, as I said, but this thing is brilliant. It is so light. I have absolutely no trouble lifting it up with one hand. So portable, and it is a beautiful machine. Now I'm going to show you the MagSafe 2 charger. The power pack here is standard, no changes there. Obviously I've got the UK adapter. We got the pull-out things to tidy it up. This is much smaller than my MacBook Pro charger. Don't know if that's always been the case on MacBook Airs or it's new for this, because I've never had a MacBook Air before. The actual connector is lovely. I didn't like it at first, but I really like it now. It's a lovely shape. It's almost attractive to look at compared to the old one, and it's very strong, and it sure does its purpose, because it's quite hard to pull out, but if you trip on it or you lift it up that way, it does pull out. So you can connect it just like that, and the green or orange light will come on if this was connected to power, and you can't pull it out like that with one hand, but that pulls it out fine. So yes, that is the charger. I can't really think of much more to show you about the MacBook Air other than the shutdown speed. Now this is what shocks me at first when I first got it. So if we turn it off, press the on off button and enter, there you have it, it's turned off. That's not on the screen, that's a reflection from the window behind me. And there you have it, the MacBook Air review. Now, this is my first Mac review, and it's not perfect, obviously. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and it's provided you information, because I would recommend this product. As with any Mac, I'd always say go and get it. But this obviously hasn't been ideal, because it's my first Mac review. I'm used to reviewing smaller things on other channels. Not about Apple. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will bring a review of a screen recorded review of OS X 10.8 mounted line when it is released later this week. Because obviously, if you've bought a Mac since the 15th of June, I think it was, you get mounted line for free across all your Macs. So I'll be reviewing that, and that's probably going to be my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. No, it's not brilliant, but it's been fun doing it. So bye for now.